Project 3 mainly is about working with large data, including sorting and filtering. So in this table we have client number. This is about physical therapy office records here, and then we have client number. So we have a number of clients. So we have about almost 30 clients, and then each client had treatments. So first, client number 3102 had a consultation on the date, and it took us 45 minutes, and the rate per hour was $50. And so we have all that record for all the clients, all the patients, and so on. So let's put a formula first. So the total for, let's say, client 3102 would be, starting with an equal sign, and we had D4 for the hour, and if we multiply that by hourly rate, then we get the total. So we charge $37.50. So let's review the formula here by clicking on the formula bar, and we see this visual guide. So we multiply the hours by the rate, and then we get total charge. So then I'll do the autofill. So let me just move down a little bit to the rest of the column, and that's it. We finished the formula calculation. So let's move on to using some data tools. So all the data tools you could find under the data tab. So we have sorting, filtering, and the data validation. You can group them together, all these things. We are not going to cover all of this time. We will do that in the later chapter, but we'll focus on sorting and filtering. Because we use these tools often, we have those tools available on our Home tab. So under the Home tab, on the far right side, we have our editing group tools, and then next to our AutoSum, you're familiar with this by now, and find and replace and so on. We have sort and filter. So under that, we have different tools. So let's go back and then click on the first client. So just briefly introduce what the concept of a table is. That when we talk about tables in computing, we're talking about data or database. So we have client, treatment, date, hours, rate, and total. So these are the kind of a data table headings. It's not about A, B, C, D, but client number, treatment, and so on. So each table heading or table field, we have all the subsequent data that belongs to that column. And here, all this data belong to that column heading or column field, data field. So that's how it is organized. So when you have a table organized in that way, so you can work with it with the kind of a large data a lot more efficiently. So you don't mix, for example, client number with client name in the same cell, because mixing two different types of data can make things a little bit more difficult working with large data. For example, if you want to sort by the client name, but it is mixed with client ID number, then it'll be hard to sort in an alphabetical order. Okay, so I'll show you how that could affect later on, but let's go ahead and start working on using these table tools, data table tools. So click on, let's see, let's click on 3102. Well, actually, first I should go ahead and select it. It's not, it's okay not to do it, but it's better to do it. Excel oftentimes figures it out where the table starts and where it ends, but it's better to make it clear. Okay, so click on the A3, that's the column heading for client ID number. So I'm going to scroll down. While that A3 is selected, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and I see F28. So oopsie, never mind. I wanted to click on and hold down the shift key, but anyway, I can do it this way. So click on that F29 and then let's scroll back up and hold down the shift key and then click on A3. Okay, that's how you select between cells. So let me do it this way. Click on A3 and then scroll down and then press down the shift key and then click on F29. So that's how you select the range of cells. So now it is clearly defined or clearly selected the range of table. And then go over to editing tools under the home tab and then click on more option button here and then go ahead and click on custom sort. So here I want to sort this table by client number. So currently this record is organized, I think not in order. Let's take a look at what we have. Perhaps it is organized by the date currently, but let's say I want to kind of rearrange this data based on the client number rather than the date. So in the sort dialog box, you have column. So sort by what? Sort by this drop-down menu, client number, and sort on values. So, 1, 2, 3, and so on. So 1 will be smaller than 2. And okay, so here's the order. What orders? Smallest to largest, or largest to smallest, or you can have a custom list as well. So for example, January 1st or December 1st and things like that. You can set up the custom list as well. But for now, we're going to just leave these two values, the default values, such as, we're going to sort by the value, and then smallest to largest, and we're going to sort by the client number. So keep an eye on this, the table here, and see what happens, and click on OK. And voila, we have all these client numbers sorted. Incidentally, because we select this table as a table, when Excel sorts the client number, they move all this, the rest of the record along with the client number. So they don't just sort this client number, but they bring the subsequent data that belong to the client number along with the client number when they sort it. So you don't need to worry about if you messing up or mixing up data there. So that's basically 3B, project 3B, and let's see, let's do a little bit more comprehensive sorting. So I'm looking at page number 135, project 3C, and let's see, we are going to do sort by date and then client number. So what will be the situation that will seek for this kind of a setup? So for example, I want to see who came on what date, and within that I want to see within a given date I want to see the clients in the order of a client ID number. Okay, so for example, maybe you want to find out who came, which client came, and on what date. So you can kind of figure it out. That could be a situation. So again, let's see. Click on A3. That's a client number. So again, the Excel figures it out. This is a table now, by now. So go ahead and click on Sort and Filter, and then Custom Sort. So you can see once I run the table tools, it selects the range of cells for that belong to the table here. So let's see. We have column, sort by. We're going to sort it by. This is interesting. I'm going to go ahead and delete this, and then click on Add Level here, and then this is not. This is interesting. Why it's not showing? Okay, my data has headers, and it should see it. Let me just redo it. Delete the level and click on Cancel, and let's see what's going on here. Okay, let's click on the cell, and then go down here, Shift key, and click that cell. It's a range of table here, and then sort and custom sort. There you go. Now it's back on. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Okay, so first sort by date, and here the order will be oldest to newest, so meaning that January 1st will come above or before February 1st. That's basically what oldest to newest means. And then I'm going to add another level. So it will be first sort by the date, and then I'm going to sort by the client. So January 1st, we have a bunch of clients, and then January 2nd, then we have a bunch of clients, and so on. So we're going to sort it by the smallest to largest, and then go ahead and click on OK and see how things get arranged here. So for example, here August 6th, and we have a bunch of August 7th, and a bunch of August 8th, and so on. And let's take a look at August 6th here. It's organized within the same date. It is organized by the client number in ascending order. The smallest number will be at the top, or it comes first, and the largest number will come at the last. Okay, so that's project 3C. So before we move on to project 3D, let me just review what we have done in terms of the concept of sorting. So for example, let's say you have a number of kids. So we have a boy and a girl and so on. It's kind of random order. Let's say you want to line them up based on their height. So I would say the shortest will be the first, and the tallest will be all the way to the right. So let's go ahead and move the boy here, and I think that's about right here. So the smallest and the tallest that way. So that's what it means by sorting. So you sort the smallest, the largest, or you can reverse the order. So let's say you want to have the tallest and the smallest to the all the way to the right or the end, and then let's say I think he's a little bit taller, so I'll move it here and move her here and so on. So again, I sort it that way, tall to short. So that's sorting. And now we're going to move on to filtering. So filtering is about selecting or eliminating or just basically picking things, only things that you want to have. So in this case, we have boys and girls. So let's say you want to see just a list of girls. So you want to filter out the boys. So let me just go ahead and select all the boys. Can I do that? Maybe one. Let me do it. Okay, so cancel it. So let's say you want to filter just you want to see the girls. So I'm going to go ahead and take out the boys, and now you have just girls. Or you can do the other way. You can have just boys. You can take out the girls. Now you have the girls. I mean boys. So that's what it means by filtering. You can do, let's say, different categories. What about you want to have kids holding flowers? Well, in this case, only the girls have flowers on, so I'm going to remove kids who don't have flowers, but they have gifts, so they get filtered out, and so on. So you can apply different properties to measure if they belong to that selection or not. So you can say height, the gender. You could say the characteristics, let's say long hair or short hair, and whether they have flowers or whether they have a gift box and that sort of kind of things. So that's basically what it means by filtering. And if you want to make it even more comprehensive, once you filter them out, so let's say I want to have the kids with gifts. I'm going to take out the kids with flowers, and once you filter out, you can now sort them as well. So let's say I want to have small kids. Within the kids with gift box, I want to have the small kids first and large kids to the last. Okay, so you can combine filtering and sorting at the same time. All right, so going over that, let's move on to project 3A. So with cell A4 selected, so at this point it doesn't really matter because we've been using this range of cells as a table, and Excel kind of figures it out. It is a table now by now. But anyway, to be on the safe side, so just click on A4 and then go to the editing tools group here and then go to sort and filter, and then go ahead and click on this filter option. So once you do that, you'll notice that you have this drop-down menus on each column headings. Okay, and using those tools, you can do sorting, or you can do filtering. So first thing that you want to do when you want to filter, meaning that you want to select certain records, so go ahead and click on select all. This select all is kind of a funny thing because sometimes if you click on it, it deselects all, and click on again, it selects all. So meaning that all this check boxes of all this get selected. So in a way, this select all button is like a toggle switch depending on whether everything is selected. If you click on the select all, it's going to deselect everything. When nothing is selected, you click on select all, it's going to select everything. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and cancel it, and let's take a look at page number 136, and step number 3, I want to, click on client, and then I'm going to click on select all to deselect or unselect, and I want to see client number 3102. So let me just scroll down. 3102, click on it, the check marks gets on, and then click on OK. And then we have client number 3102. She had 3 visits, well actually 2 visits, because we have date number 8, August 6, and then a couple of days later she came back. So we had first consultation, and then therapeutic massage on the same day, and then a couple of days later she came back for another therapeutic massage. And so you can kind of see if you want to just focus on one client, and that's how you can do that, by filtering. And if you want to go back to the full view, just go ahead and click on that tool, the drop-down menu, and then either you can clear filter from client number, or you can click on select all, so that'll select every client, and click on OK. Either one will do the same result. So let's say you want to find out, you want to have a list of clients who had let's say physical therapy. So that'll be the treatment. So go ahead and click on this drop-down menu, and then click on select all, and then look for treatment. No, let's see. We are looking for physical therapy. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Physical therapy. Click on physical therapy and click on OK, and it shows all the clients. There are a number of different clients who had a physical therapy. So that's way, for example, if you have a physical therapist in your office, and you can see how many treatments that physical therapist gave. So that's one possible scenario of how this tool could be used. Let me go back here, and this time I'm going to use a clear filter form. Alright, so next, so looking at page number 137 and step number 7, so this scenario will be something like this. So I want to find out what are the most expensive treatments and how much they cost. So that will be the rate here, and click on the rate, drop down menu here, and then go down to number filter. So while everything is selected, okay, and go down to number filter, and then jump to the right. So you may lose this, so just carefully just click, point at it, and or click on it, either way will be okay, and then gently move to the right, and then you go down the list here. So you have to kind of move perpendicular way, oopsie, not like a diagonally. Sometimes you may lose it. So point at it, point at number filters, and move to the right, and then go down. That's at top 10. So top 10, click on it, and that top 10 is a little bit too big, so I'm going to reduce that to, let's say, top 2, or let's do top 3. So I want to see top 3 most expensive treatments, and then click on OK. There we have it. So the most expensive one would be the rates, the test consultation, and the other ones are therapeutic massage and physical therapy. They cost the same, but it is filtered actually by the rate and also types of a treatment. Okay, let's see. And now let me go back and clear the filter, and this time let's say you want to find out the top payment list. So for example, here I can go click here, and then let's see, click on number filter, and then you can use different categories. So for example, greater than, I can click on greater than. So this is a logical test in a way to filter it. So greater than, let's say, $60, and then click on OK, and all the other treatments that went over $60 will be listed. Alright, so that's basically it, and that's the end of page number 137.